Hey guys, Bird Yu-Gi-Oh here. So I'm finally coming at you with my updated ABC deck. This one is, as usual, I always like to play my ABC decks that can go first and second easily. This one, it has maybe just one expensive card, but I will give you an option for it to make this deck even cheaper, but it definitely still is budget, staying under $100 easily. But yeah, super, super good. We'll just get right into this. Starting off, of course, with our 3 A Assault Core. Basically, when he's sent to the grave, you'll be able to add a Union monster from your graveyard to your hand. And then 3 B Buster Drake. When he's sent to the graveyard, you'll be able to add a Union monster from your deck to your hand. And then C Crush Wyvern, you want 3 of each. You definitely have to in a pure ABC deck, but he's going to be special summoning a Union monster from your hand when he's sent to the graveyard. All super important, all work so well together. And then the card I was actually waiting on, it's not very expensive at all, but Union Driver. He enables just a simple 1-card ABC Dragon Buster. So easy to get into. I'll show you how to easily do it. But yeah, you only need one of him. I've found I never really want to see him in hand. That you really only want him attaching to a monster off of Union Carrier's effect. So that's another expensive card that you will need, well, semi-expensive card. But otherwise, this deck is fairly cheap. And then you also would like to play a Heavy Mech Support Armor. It's not really good first turn. Sometimes you can get it off still, but most of the time, second turn, third turn, this is going to be very good because when you normal summon it, you'll just be able to special summon a Union monster from your graveyard. So that comes up a lot. And you definitely still need extenders. 2 gold gadget and 2 silver. They also float. They also work very well with Platinum Gadget, so it's really nice because if he's destroyed, you'll be able to special summon one of them. They all just float, really nice. A special summon from your hand. I really love the gadgets. I always have since they've been released in my ABC deck. Really good. And then the only other expensive card other than Union Carrier is Galaxy Soldier. It's basically too good not to play this. Just for the fact that you can go into your Infinity. Having Cyber Dragon Infinity along with ABC Dragon Buster on board, I've found just through playtesting is nearly unbeatable. I mean, obviously there's cards that can beat a board, with just those 2 cards. But, in testing, if I get both of them on the board, I never lose that match. It's so good. So yeah, Galaxy Soldier is really nice. You definitely can play a Gizmek Yata if you would like to go for a more budget option, and still very, very good. And this enables some different combos as well. Pretty cool card. I'm not playing in this version, but yeah, Galaxy Soldier is the one I'm going with. And then for Hand Trap, 3 Psyframe Gear Gamma and 1 Driver. Gamma did get recently just a new rare reprint, and this is dirt cheap, so pick those up definitely because they are an amazing hand trap, especially in this deck, especially when you have Galaxy Soldier. If you have multiples of these, you can always ditch one for Galaxy Soldier. You can always use them for the Nightmares again if you have multiple ones, but otherwise, if you're going second, this is basically the best hand trap you can have depending on matchups. Altergeist, hate this card. But yeah, this is what I'm going with for monsters, and it's worked wonders. It's really, really good. Like I said, definitely liking that Union Driver. He is really, really nice to have in the deck. And then basically, the 1 card ABC Dragon Buster just involves Union Hanger. So this card is absolutely amazing. It's pivotal for the entire deck to function. Have to play this card at 3. When it's activated, you'll be able to add a Late Machine Union monster from your deck to your hand. And then if a Union monster is normal or special summoned, you'll be able to attach a Union monster directly from your deck to that monster. Really, really good. Gets your engine going. Definitely necessary. And then for some draw power, Pot of Desires has never hurt me. I like it at 2 in this build. Obviously, you don't like it when your Union Driver gets banished, but you can usually work past it because the cards you draw off of Pot of Desires usually get you there anyway. So yeah, Pot of Desires is really good. And then I pretty much, playing this deck online, you have to play Twin Twisters. I mean, it's a great card anyway, especially in this deck because you're discarding a card and then destroying 2 spell and traps. So sometimes you're going to be discarding a piece. That's important to get into the grave. But yeah, against like Mystic Mine and all kinds of weird decks that you're playing online, Twin Twisters is very, very good. And then obvious reasons, Terraforming. You want to see your field spell as quickly as you can. Monster Reborn for summoning back whatever monster you need. Pivotal in a deck like this that can get monsters to the grave fairly easily. Foolish Burial, usually just for sending whatever piece you need to the grave. So like say you have A and B in the grave, you'll want to send C so that you can then just go into your ABC Dragon Buster. So Foolish Burial, definitely necessary. And then a card I really like, it's basically draw power. Card Destruction, you send your whole hand to the grave and then draw the same number of cards. Both players do it, so sometimes if you're playing against a danger deck, obviously they're going to love that. But for most decks, it doesn't really hurt them or affect them really, but it usually is going to help you out getting your pieces to grave and then drawing a brand new hand. I've always found it's just really, really nice. And then for traps, because again, we want this deck to be able to go first or second. You don't want to depend on the die roll. You want to just be able to do your plays no matter what. So we're playing the Solemn Brigade. I love it. Just 3 strike and 3 judgment. I'm slowly leaning away from Warning. You can definitely play 2/2/2, but I definitely like 6 Solemns in here. Strike is really good, and obviously Judgment, negate anything. And then the final card, Metaverse, again, just seeing that field spell, either getting it to your hand or just straight up activating it, is one of the most important things. And so Metaverse is, I feel, necessary in this deck. So so we're playing exactly 40. There's too many combo pieces that you want to get to play any more than that. And of course, just the one, ABC Dragon Buster. He's the best, extra deck boss monster, especially from a structure deck. He's absolutely amazing. And then 1, Daigusto Emerald. He's probably the most important Xyz monster you will have in this deck now, because after you get your ABC Dragon Buster on board, you can fairly freely just tribute him to special summon, because knowing that you're more than likely going to be able to make an Emerald to then get him back to the extra deck to then reuse, get him back on the field again. So yeah, Emerald just really helps you have a little more confidence in tagging out with ABC Dragon Buster to just gain more advantage, basically. That's what that gets you. Tsukiyomi is still really nice. You don't have to play it. I found it is decent draw power. You just detach 1, send your entire hand to the graveyard, and then draw 2 cards. But if you don't want to play this, since we are playing Gamma and Cyframe here Gamma, you could play an Omega in the extra deck. That's an option. And then we, of course, play Tornado Dragon. Easy way of detaching 1, getting an ABC piece to the grave. And then just obviously destroying a spell and trap is really nice. Dugaris, most of the time you're making this so that you can draw 2 and then discard 1. But you can just as easily use him to special summon any monster from your grave. Really, really nice card. And then Abyss Dweller, a deck like this that can make Xyz, rank 4 Xyz fairly easily. Making a card like Abyss Dweller, along with a Buster Dragon is very, very good against some decks. And then I mentioned it before, but, Cyber Dragon Nova, he's only there so you can go into Infinity and get literally the best negate in the game that you can make. And then when it's back to your turn, you'll be able to suck up a monster for free. Really good. And then for the links, most important one is Union Carrier. you know, you can make do without it, mostly because of Platinum Gadget. Platinum Gadget's amazing in this deck as well, but I obviously really like this card, just for the reason that you can just go into your plays and get your, along with Union Carrier, Union Hanger, Union Carrier, you're pretty much going to be able to go into your ABC Dragon Buster super easily. And then Platinum Gadget, you know, you're going to be able to special summon from your hand. If it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon a gadget. Really good card. And then Barricade Board Blocker, you can discard a card, and then you can add a field spell from your graveyard to your hand. But mostly what you're using him for is to protect your Union Hanger, because face-up spells you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. It's a really nice card for this deck. And then you have to play the Nightmares in an ABC deck. Too easy to go into and too easy to just get rid of problem cards. Nightmare Phoenix, Cerberus, Unicorn, that's the only ones you need to play. And then the last card is Borlo Dragon. Again, it's just a super easy card to go into if you need it or if you want to. He's there. Really good card. But yeah, that is the extra deck. Let me real quick show you just the one card combo. Literally, you just need Union Hanger. So any other cards in your hand, you're going to go Union Hanger, add anything. It doesn't matter what you add. We'll just say you add the worst, you know, not really the worst one, but A Assault Core, normal summon A Assault Core. And then equip Union Driver. You're going to use Union Driver's effect, banish, to then equip B Buster Drake. Use B Buster Drake's effect to special summon itself. And then you can take these two, go into, whoops, your Platinum Gadget or Union Carrier, whatever you want to do. You'll use B's effect to add C. You'll then special summon that C to the Platinum Gadget, and then right there with your cards on the field and in the grave, you can banish these three, and you got yourself ABC Dragon Buster off of one card. So obviously if you have, you know, even one extender or anything in your hand, you'll be able to do, you know, more or other stuff, you know, like making an infinity very easily or making a rank 4. Yeah, that's the deck, guys. Again, I've had really good luck with this deck. It's really good, and I really like the one Union Driver. It really helps the deck out. So catch you guys on the next one.